I did not film it myself. I actually asked my sister, who lives in Philly, to help me film my capstone. I knew she had really good experience because she models in Philadelphia, so I really trusted her camera experience, which turned out so amazing. Thank you, Kate. However, I did edit it completely myself, so it's really beneficial for me to have the film minor as we go through a lot of editing skills and editing courses and cinematography and camera angles and all of that. So I did not film it myself because I'm in most of it dancing, but I did edit it completely by myself. My future plans for dance, I'm actually moving to Los Angeles, California with fellow senior capstone beautiful dancer woman Gabriella Ann Bose. Me and her, we're planning to move in July. Hopefully that can still happen, but if not, because of all of everything, we still are fully prepared and plan to move and both pursue careers as professional dancer choreographers in LA. Well, what first popped into my head when I heard this question of inclusion and individuality was actually when all of my dancers first came to that first rehearsal, I wanted each of them to really take my dance, that it was meaningful to me in my own way, but I wanted it to translate into their lives individually. So I gave them each a card with a word on it that I felt like related to my idea of my own capstone, but a word that could be interpreted either positively or negatively depending on how you looked at it. And the words were completely randomized. I just picked out of a hat and gave each person one of the words that I had thought of. And I wanted to give them the opportunity to kind of see things in two different ways and think about the positive and negative versions of everything. So that's what I did for individuality. And then inclusion, and the fact that everyone, had a word, and the fact that everyone was going through this process together. I immediately fell in love with the dance program as soon as I walked in for my placement test freshman year. I walked into the BLC 51 and I was like, I can't believe that this place is gonna feel like home to me in a matter of months. Like, it felt so luxurious. I was like, I can't believe I'm gonna get used to this. And I got used to BLC 51 so fast, and all of its flaws, the dirty flaws. I'm gonna miss that sense of community that everyone has together. People form groups and people, pick their friends, but there was never a time where I felt uncomfortable dancing at Ryder with anyone. Even if there was people who I didn't talk to as much, it didn't matter because we all had this same shared passion of dance that was just united at Ryder. There was just something special about us Bronx, and really just being able to dance with anyone and everyone and not feel judged or like I had to look like the person next to me. I just was me, dancing with my buds. So the song that I am now using in my video capstone is called Silver by Lo Fang. This is a band that my sister had introduced to me that week of trying to figure out what to create for this capstone. And she had sent me a different song actually of theirs, but I really liked their vibe, and I really wanted a song that was slow but really built up into something boom. I wanted it to really, really escalate up into something that you would never expect. So I chose the song Silver because it really had that amazing effect of just it's kind of creepy and eerie, but it feels blue, if that makes sense. It just you could attach any emotion to this song, and then it just built up into this amazing climax that I just really, really loved. So the special meaning to me, I guess, is just like it really had everything that I was looking for in a song, because I could not pick for the longest time. And like just like finally I was like, oh, this is like the big ending that I was looking for. So my capstone now, as a whole, I just wanted to say is something that could absolutely, like, I would have never been able to think of in any other circumstance other than like just this now. And I think that's something that all of us, all of the capstoners, I would say that statement is true too, that it just is like something to find positivity and gratefulness in, is that really trauma does push art out of people. And it doesn't have to be like the most amazing thing you've ever created, but it is still like your art, and it's still something that you can be passionate and share with everyone, no matter how well people think it's gonna do or whatever. It's how you are feeling like in this time. And I would say that my video capstone, What Do You Expect, really pulled something out of me that I didn't even know was there, because when I first created it and first saw the final edited version, I was even like, I don't even know what I feel. Like, this must be how I'm feeling, because it's what I created. But I was like, wow, like, I relate to this so much, but I don't know why. And I had to like watch it a few more times and just really like think about it. And then I was just like, oh my gosh, that's what I was doing. Like, I was challenging myself and what I expect for myself. And I didn't know that, like, when I had first started this whole process. And it kind of interesting how art works, how it comes out of you first and you might realize what it means later. My original capstone, what I wanted to say, was mostly all in that original concept video that's going to be also on this playlist. But I just wanted to say one more thank you to all of my dancers who had said yes, like, years before this even happened, who I had asked to be in this, and they so graciously said yes and really donated their time to rehearsals, and we had so much fun together, and they really just like listened to what I had to say, which was so important to me, and so just like enlightening that people would listen to what I had to say and that they were going to perform and were confident in my choreography. And it just like meant so much to me that like that could have happened. And I know that I really felt like they all wanted to do it, and like no one was angsty or bored about it, and it just meant so much to me that people could be that confident in me. So thank you to all of those people. And if anyone wants to see what that would have been like, and hopefully it comes back sometime in LA or the future, that I can rework that piece and really bring it to life, because I still love it and want it to happen. So if you want to see what that was all about, I have my original concept video with a bunch of rehearsal footage that will also be in this playlist. So thank you.